Everything's born with a spine, and Ludwig, welcome to a brand new video. This is the Nux victory lap, it really is. All of the arch nemeses are coming together to cuck themselves in the most obvious ways possible. It turns out I was completely correct the entire time, once again. I'll be real here. About a year ago, I was trying my best to give Ludwig the benefit of the doubt for a lot of situations. Over the last year, I've decided he is a plastic fake snake rat grifter. And unfortunately, I am proven right again and again. Now, the man makes fun content, sure, whatever. But when it comes to his policies, his politics, and his absolute degenerate perspective on life, I just keep winning. It's not easy to keep winning as much as I do, but it somehow happens. All you have to do is not be a gigantic piece of shit, and just kind of, everything kind of works out. Bro's a skinwalker. Not only is he on a leash for Mr. Terrorist supporter over here, but he has also, in my opinion, probably done something so much worse. So much worse. And we are going to be covering this in great detail today. Of course, this is Ludwig. As you could tell from his latest tweet, he is doing a collab with Cowboy Bebop, working on merch. He's so excited. You know, before this, he announces some collabs and some cool things. Notice he doesn't actually talk about the giant drama he's currently in middle of. But don't worry, it's a simple mistake. He probably missed it. I'll catch up for him, never fear. So this is Ludwig's partay, all right? He threw a partay, a streamer partay. Everything's good. What did he do? It's a drinking partay. They all went, they drank. And when you get a bunch of man-children drinking at the same time, mistakes happen. So this is a clip of before, you know, the nuclear meltdown.
Hey, everybody! Mango just blew up .32!
Ah, cheering on Mango. Mango's drinking. Woo, Mango drinking. I'm sorry, I've had this opinion for a long time now, and I am going to justify it with everything. I have prepared all the receipts. Get ready to cook. So Mango's drinking, baby. Mango's drinking. Now, before this, I have to show you what ended up happening after Mango drank. All right, this is Mango.
Drunk, guys. Yeah, we're not drunk. But Mango on
He is humping her head. That's weird.
the other hand. No. He's humping toes. No.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
End the stream! End it!
Yeah, laugh. Hilarious. I mean, obviously, listen, in an awkward situation, laughter is sometimes a defense mechanism.
End the stream, Mango's.
End the stream!
Yeah, and she's, like, mortified because this is, like, obviously sexual harassment. Like, there's no other possible way to phrase this than sexual harassment. And that's insane that shit happens on streamer parties. So then Ludwig decides he is going to make an announcement and take accountability. And massive W. You can't spell Ludwig without a W. He is going to take accountability.
I feel really bad about that. And, you know, I reached out to anyone who I felt might have felt uncomfortable and talked to them. But also, and I already told Mango this, I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moves events.
Honestly, that makes sense. That makes sense. Bro invited a dude there to the party. Dude's going out there, he's humping all the girls. Can't spell Ludwig without a W. And now I'm sure he's going to take accountability for, you know, getting him drunk and throwing a party with known alcoholics that, you know, he provided them alcohol, and he's probably going to get to all of that.
Because, like, you know, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like, the whole point of an event is, like, it's a fun thing to do, have a good-ass time.
Right, true. And now he's going to take accountability for the fact that he threw an event with a bunch of man-children that have alcohol problems, known alcoholics, like Mango was known to have alcohol problems, and that he kept pushing alcohol down his throat.
And if somebody appearing jeopardizes somebody else having a good time, that just can't be a thing.
He's right. He's right.
Now, I see a lot of dialogue on, like, broader implications. I'm only worried about my team, my events, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't speak.
Which is true. And since this was his event, and it was an alcohol event with a bunch of people, streamed live, and he provided alcohol to these people, I'm sure now he's going to take accountability, and he's going to say, it is totally my fault for doing this thing.
Speak for the Melee community. I'm not, like championing any other action. I'm feel really bad about that.
And he does not take accountability, because you know how you can't spell Ludwig without a W? You also can't spell Ludwig without an L right in the front of the entire word. You got an L and then the rest of that shit. But yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have no idea how he decided not to take accountability for this, unless you think from the perspective that maybe he is, in fact, kind of a spineless little twat. If that is the case, then you can actually understand why maybe he proceeded to decide not to take an L. Now, I think that this is a horrible stance. If you are inviting people to a party and you are throwing a drinking event, which I think inherently is a terrible, terrible thing to do, by the way. You should never do something like that. Giant drinking streamer event with a bunch of people getting together, and you get dudes that have known alcohol problems. Come on, dude. This is a recipe for disaster. That is first and foremost. And second of all, you should absolutely take accountability for giving him to drink. What he did was bad. What you did was also bad. Some would argue even worse, because apparently he was intoxicated not only over the legal limit, but 4 times over the legal limit. Now, this is a friend in quotes, of Mango. ConnorEatsPants, a friend of Mango and Ludwig. This dude is super woke, just like Ludwig. You know, they're all part of the Hassan orbit. They're all friends with Hassan, friends in air quotes. They're all in the friends with air quotes with Hassan Piker. These are the people that call me out. They call Asmongold out all the time. Hot take. And this is what he had to say about his friend sexually harassing women.
I think we'll just have to see how things go. I think you guys understand how I feel about it.
Yeah.
There's no defending what Mango did or anything like that, but at the same time, I think...
Based. There it is. No defending what Mango did, and that's it. That is literally it. That's the end of the discussion. Well put.
There is like a bit of a, witch hunt mentality of people trying to pile on and make things worse for them than it maybe needs to be, but...
With all due respect, Mr. Connor, you go after everybody that's not a lefty loser, alright? Anyone that's not a super woke leftist is in your target range. You go after everyone. Like Asmongold, those type of people, anyone in the Asmongold community. You will literally literally hate watch them. Like, to the point of brigading. From my perspective. I could be wrong. That's what I think. And for you to say that, it's a little bit extreme. All he did was sexually harass a couple of women. Not very lefty mentality here. I don't know. No, I don't know. Not very woke of you, Mr. Connor. Now, the crazy part here is, again, it's like you have to recognize the fact that a lot of these people that claim that they are very for women's rights are not actually that much for women's rights, it turns out. You see, I was under the impression that no means no.
It sucks. What happened? I was just Mango got too drunk at Vireo and...
Oh, yeah, just...
Did Mango stuff.
Yeah, Mango stuff. They sexually harassed a couple of women. Mango stuff.
There's no other way to put it. It was pretty much sexual harassment.
Yeah, it was.
Whether or not the intent was,
Yeah,
I think he was doing that with everybody, but obviously it has a different... You get what I mean. I don't want to talk about it too much. Obviously, it's worse when you get around women and stuff that are visibly uncomfortable, especially when it's on stream.
BAM! He just literally exposed their entire fucking grift. Obviously, it's bad when it's around women. And it's on stream. On stream? Interesting. It seems like the on stream was doing a lot of heavy lifting there. If it was not on stream, it seems like it wouldn't have been such a problem, right?
And they don't want to have that up with them on stream and stuff.
Awkward. So, in my opinion, all the slimy streamers are 100 times worse than the people that try to cancel. Like, you don't understand. These are the people that go after everyone that doesn't follow their exact politics. Oh, you used the wrong pronoun? Alcatraz, literal execution time. So it is very funny to me when an arguably much more intense thing happens, sexual harassment on stream. It's always funny to me when the instant downplays start happening from everywhere. I personally find that very funny. Again, rape is bad unless it's raping Jews. Obviously, that's the Hassan logic, and it seems like it kind of gets echoed a little bit here and there. So this is Mango's wife. Mango's wife says, since I'm not bound by shit as a civilian, meaning no NDAs or anything, Ludwig, I watched you on stream asking for Mango to take shots. Of course your little teeny bopper viewer bitch ass wants to pretend it never happened. People were vomiting at your event and you never once decided to pull the alcohol, I assume she continued to say. Hope you enjoy your grace from banning Mango while encouraging him to get wasted. Fuck you. Word for word, I need to do a shot. Where is Mango? Quote, this is what Mango's wife said about Ludwig. Now, a lot of people might think, does Ludwig really deserve this? Does he really deserve this? All he did was shove alcohol down an alcoholic's throat and then and basically get him to do all this stuff. Now, I personally think yes. I'm going to show you a lot of anecdotal evidence. So first, First, we have Asmongold's reaction to the Ludwig situation. I thought this was a pretty mature take.
Yes, and so anyway, like a lot of parties are like this, but doing something like this on stream, I don't think this is good. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this is good. And again, is this self-harm? In my opinion, I think that it kind of is self-harm. I do, and I think this is unsafe behavior. Now, do I want Ludwig banned for this? No, I don't want Ludwig banned for this. But I think that he should just...
I do think we need to recognize that Ludwig is a few vertebrae short of a spine. I really do. Bro is ready to do the kosher thing at any possible time. He'll support the people that deserve to be supported, and he'll glaze the people that he thinks need to be glazed. He will be out there ready to suck at any given moment. Oh, that dude, something bad at my party. Ban him immediately. I take accountability by banning that guy, and no responsibility falls on my shoulders.
Instead of Ludwig blaming all of this on Mango, I think he should stop doing events with alcohol. If you want to be a squeaky clean advertiser, brand-friendly content creator,
which is Ludwig's entire shtick, by the way. He is the most squeaky clean guy imaginable.
The worst way to try to do that is to bring a bunch of Arrested Development 20 to 30 something year olds. And also, by the way, this is not a streamer exclusive problem. The worst party that you have seen on stream would probably not even be in the top 5 parties that we've been to in Austin, Texas.
That's why I don't go to these parties.
This is not a streamer unique issue. But if you're doing it on Twitch, and they're also not getting sponsored either, right? I mean, yeah, who wants to see that anyway? A lot of people do.
Yeah, people want to see this shit. However, I agree. I don't think these parties should be televised in general. I think it's a really stupid move, honestly. They get a bunch of man-children in a room to do this shit. I think it's stupid, it's dumb, it's irresponsible. But honestly, these are the smallest of my complaints. Just calling it dumb and irresponsible it's a nitty-gritty nitpick compared to the greater spectrum of Ludwig retardation, okay? Because realistically, this guy he embodies the I support the current thing meme, okay? There was the conflict in the Middle East, Israel, Palestine, right? So he knows that the progressive move is to side with Palestine. However, he also knew that obviously that will piss off a lot of his audience that is pro-Israel. So what does? He says, I personally don't want to take a stance. I don't want to contribute to any form of stances. However, I personally donated a lot of money to Palestine. And it's like, bro, that is the most obvious cocksuck I've ever seen in my entire life. It's like, you found a way to appease to the super woke bullshit people while simultaneously being too much of a cuck to actually put yourself on the line for either side. It's incredible how much he does that. And I am going to prove to you through... First, I'm going to show you what some other people had to say. All right, this is Tectone's reasonable crash out. And then I'm going to show you some of the, in my opinion, the spineless moments, if the video plays.
I think that is absolute fucking bullshit. I think Ludwig is a fucking liar. I think he's a fucking snake.
So nice. So nice to hear someone else actually say it, man. Oh, God. I felt like I've been alone forever. Now, Tectone, now that this dude's been canceled by the entire fucking woke-ass bitches on stream, now that happened, bro, you don't understand. You don't understand. Now that he's been canceled by all the people, just like I've been for years, bro is more than happy to actually put his ass on the line and say that shit. Yeah, what is Ludwig's 5 lumbar bones, 12 thoracic bones, and 7 cervical vertebrae all have in common? They're not present.
Throw anybody under the bus to avoid a hate threat of his own.
I agree, by the way. He would throw anyone under the bus to avoid a hate threat of his own, for sure. And that is why he will always take the basic bitch take every time. It's why he closed his drama channel, which I'll show you about in a second. It's amazing.
Mango obviously fucked up.
True.
Obviously he has his own demons. And
True.
To be honest, I hope to God he gets the help that he needs.
True.
And honestly, I think it is a good idea for him not to go to streamer events.
True.
And also, I'll be real, Mango. Streamer events are gay as fuck.
Also true.
Okay. Break out of the fucking matrix. It's a joke. A bunch of these people, they're not going to talk to you a year after you fucking get out of the scene anyways. None of these people actually give a fuck about you. They're talking to you out of proximity. They don't... Once you leave, nobody cares anymore. Nobody cares. Streamers are fake as fuck. And geez, LA streamers are even worse. Austin streamers are bad.
I concur. He's spitting
streamers,
facts.
They're even worse. I can't imagine any dumb motherfucker who would leave Austin, thinking that LA is going to be better.
Ew.
Yeah, fucking right.
Bro, Hassan Piker is like your classic LA grifter, all right? You have to understand what's going on here. Like, LA is the place where logic and brain cells go to die. It's like you go to LA and you'll be like, I am in LA because I support gay rights and also people in the Middle East that execute gay people. Like, that is the mentality of your average person in LA.
That place is a fucking cesspool.
True.
Holy shit. Anybody with 5 IQ would know that shit. A fucking major misplay. And today was another example of LA streamers being fake as fuck. And Ludwig, once again, because I don't know why people are so surprised and why nobody holds him accountable for anything.
Yup.
But I'm sorry. And
You know exactly why. It's because his politics are the right politics. That's why I'm so happy with the counter narrative. The people like me, the Tectones, the Asmongolds, the people that are actually not fake ass bitches that are willing to say things, right? It is so refreshing. Literally the most refreshing thing in the universe. Because you don't understand. When you see those fake assholes everywhere in the LA scene just giving each other the ultimate green lights for no matter what they do. Dude, Hassan says shit about women all the time. You know, women in Iran actually have wonderful rights. Dog, what are you even talking about? Women in Iran have rights. Are you retarded? Dude, they will execute women if they go outside with their hair uncovered in Iran. And dude goes, he goes to brothels, all right, where they sex trafficked people. Is this really the person? He denies rape happens when it happens to Israelis, right? You don't understand. Like, this is the antithesis to all the feminist, wokies that surround themselves with each other. These are nightmare people. And they don't care, because outwardly, at least they have the right politics.
I'm going to say this again. Ludwig, you are just as at fault for what happened on that day when you invite your friend, a known alcoholic, to your party where you will know that his weaknesses, that his vices will be there, and you don't get him kind of drunk. You get him 4 times past the legal limit, double blackout drunk, near fatal levels of intoxication.
That's crazy.
You point the camera at him. You say, good job, do more. And then you don't make sure he's okay at all. The guy could have fucking died, guys. And I think it's a joke that we're not making the proper people be accountable here.
So yeah, I think he was kind of spitting there. I'm not gonna lie. Bro is actually content brain, complete snake. Now, I wanted to just say that not everyone is against Ludwig, okay? I want to make this clear. This is Hassan Piker. Hassan Piker is well known for supporting terrorist organizations that have child sex slaves. Very progressive of him. Yeah, like the Houthis and Hamas, right? Child sex slaves. Don't worry, that's okay, according to Ludwig. Ludwig doesn't think there's anything wrong with children's sex slaves, I think. I don't think he has a problem with it. Or he wouldn't support Hassan, but he does. So Hassan is coming out here to the defense of your boy Ludwig. And we all have to hear what he has to say.
Of this industry, especially for an extended period of time, you're just gonna have a shitload of haters. Everyone's time comes.
Everyone just gets
inevitably.
haters,
No
bro.
one has actually stayed above.
True, everyone gets haters, bro.
No one, like, there are very few content creators on the YouTube side or on the Twitch side, especially, that have basically maintained like a level of prominence and a level of steady love without any sort of haters whatsoever. I mean, people hate Ludwig, dude. Think about that.
Ludwig,
this man is a fucking golden retriever.
Why would someone hate Ludwig? People even hate Ludwig? Ludwig? No.
Is mathematically crap.
Get ready for him to hear this shit. And he calls him a dog, all right?
Dude, think about that. This man is a fucking golden retriver. He is mathematically crafting takes.
Here, listen to how he describes Ludwig.
That are the most kind, empathetic, and inoffensive you can possibly be.
So why does anyone hate Ludwig? Because Ludwig literally crafts his takes to be as inoffensive as possible. In other words, he's a fake bitch.
Right?
Just say it.
There are still people who fucking despise this man. Think about that.
Why.
Think about how crazy that is.
What? No.
Some examples I will give you of people who have...
Yeah, I don't care about your other examples, sir. Your opinion means very little to me. I just find it very funny how, I don't know why Ludwig has haters. He mathematically crafts his takes to be inoffensive. Dumb fuck, he ran a drama channel. He ran a drama channel where he crafted his takes to be inoffensive. That is a nightmare combination. Nightmare blunt combination. You just called him a golden retriever, man. You are a joke. an actual joke. Bro, Hassan being a terrorist sympathizer, rape apologist, and promoting anti-Semitism? Hell yeah. Oh my god, Ethan posted a meme screenshot and reversed the order of events. You are a completely degenerate, one-sided bitch. Now, this is, I think, very funny. So, Ludwig actually has a degree in journalism. You might not be aware of this, which is funny because he exhibits the classic examples of most of these bullshit journalists in these articles. Now, look at what this guy had to say over here. He made a video where he cut blaming Hassan out of the clip, right? So there was a clip of Mizkif saying that there's an adpocalypse happening on Twitch, and it's the fault of Asmongold and Hassan. When he used that clip, he cut Mizkif saying Hassan's name out of the clip.
Was what you said false? I think it was a bad generalization. He said in a clip that I think he was probably farming and doesn't actually care too much. Everyone who does politics should be banned. And I had rephrased it as Mizkif blamed Hassan and said everyone who does politics should be banned. Because Hassan, in my eyes, was the big politics guy. But he never mentioned Hassan by name.
Right, so he never mentioned Hassan by name.
You have to. Hassan gets banned. If it affects every content creator losing ad revenue, which also might affect the entirety of Twitch, Hassan should get banned.
Right, so he does mention Hassan by name. Actual pussy shit. He actually literally mentions Hassan by name. In fact, he's the only person that he mentions by name. Because he's a demonic entity that promotes terrorism. You have to whitewash your opinions this badly that... You have to whitewash your opinion so badly, you have to even make believe other people aren't talking shit on Hassan. You absolute degenerate. It's insane. So he will make videos constantly going over situations and misrepresenting them in the most dishonest way possible because he's a gigantic cuck. Now, don't worry, there are other woke retards that he has to glaze. Do you remember Ian and Anissa iDubbbz did this charity event, Creator Clash, and it ended up being exposed that not only was this charity event kind of a shit show where he had 2 extra parties, he rented a whole hotel, they ended up going in debt instead of actually having money for charity. Not only did all that happen, but it turns out 34% of that money was allegedly going to them. They claimed it was a charity event, but they were taking 34% off the top. This is what Ludwig had to say about what, in my opinion, was fraud.
So funding it through various sponsorships, but mostly ticket sales and...
So it was a scam? I feel like that has to be like the worst faith interpretation.
They say that the money's going to charity. They take 34%. They have 2 parties. They rent a hotel. No money goes to charity, even though they host it and claim it's a charity event and say that when you donate, the money is going to charity. It definitely sounds like a scam.
I think if an event is successful and raises $1.3 million for charity on their first go around, their big plan isn't like, oh my God, and this next time we run it, we're going to make, money for ourselves. Now that we've raised the $1.3 million for charity, now we get to make some money of our own. You would just take the $1.3 million on the first go around.
Why would you scam people if last time you didn't scam people? So therefore it's not a scam.
1.3 mil is a lot of money, bro. That's hella bread.
The actual gaslighting. He knows he's talking to a bunch of broke retards. $1.3 million is not hella bread if it's coming at the expense of your entire career. Right? If this is your game-ending, career-ending giant scam and you walk away with $1.3 million, you're fucked, bro. That is not worth it.
So I feel like you're just not... If you're looking at it in a vacuum, yeah, I think you could call that a scam.
Okay, so it's a scam, is what you're saying.
But you're ignoring the context of the first one that was hella successful.
Okay, raising $1.3 million on a massive event with all these streamers is not hella successful. So, again, I think this is like a wild misrepresentation. It's like, listen, in a vacuum, it's a scam, but, in the context that last time they could have scammed you worse, they could have scammed you worse, so obviously I would end my YouTube career for $1.3 million. All right, well, 1.3 mil is 1.3 mil, though. Okay, you people are missing literally the entire boat, all right? If someone raises money for charity once and then next time decides to scam people, you can't say it's not a scam, well, because they raised 1.3 million last time. That's retarded with a capital R, hard R, retarded, bro. That's insane. What are you talking about? Obviously, and also, dude, 1.3 million is not that much for YouTubers this size. I think you are completely missing the point here, man. You are completely missing the point. Like, obviously, I don't want to, like, talk about how much money I make and stuff, but they're bigger than I am, okay? If it's not worth it for me, it's definitely not worth it for them, okay? And it's not even remotely close to worth it for me, okay? So, you're stupid. So anyway, Dexerto makes the post. I think drama landscape has changed quite a bit on YouTube in a way I don't like, and that is why Ludwig is officially canceling his Mogul Mail channel. He used to have a drama channel, and it's over. He closed down his drama channel. He absolutely closed down his drama channel, and that's crazy. Now, that said, a lot of people had the same opinion in regards to him closing down his drama channel. He closed it down because Hassan is in drama, and he literally doesn't want to roast Hassan. So instead of actually, you know, doing his job covering drama content, he decided he was going to close down the entire channel so he doesn't have to roast Hassan. If that's not the most spineless pussy shit I've ever seen, I don't know what is.
Ludwig kind of fell off for being allied with Hassan. Well, I mean, I think what happened with Ludwig, right? I mean, and I like Ludwig, and I respect Ludwig a lot for what he does. But I think Ludwig tries to play...
For what he does, listen, for what he does, it's impressive. I don't know how this man is able to literally sit upright without a spine. So I also respect him for what he does. Because most people, like, if you look at, like, as a hypothetical, let me show you. I'll just show you. I don't need to tell you, I could show you. All right, so as you can see, this is a squid. It has no spine, and therefore, it's essentially all goop. And it doesn't stand or walk. It doesn't do any of that. All right, like this can't stand. You can't stand up, right? It's only in water when it like, floats around, but on land, that shit's just on the ground, floorballing around. All right. Now Ludwig, despite not having a spine, still manages to kind of walk around. You know, he still does that shit. So for what he tries to do, I respect him too.
Play it too corporate. And I think in doing so, like, for example, like him not doing Mogul Mail anymore, and I promise if he ever sees this, this is not me complaining about you because you're not making more React content for me.
Understand.
Well, it is, but that's not the only reason. It's also, like, I think that a lot of the drama and a lot of the culture has shifted in a way that puts Ludwig's friends and people that he associates with in the crosshairs. And him covering drama, but then selectively not covering drama about people that he's, you know, friendly with, makes him look, you know, basically wrong. And I actually, you know, now that I think about it, I actually can say maybe I respect him for that. Because this is what I've said before, is that I will not cover drama about close friends of mine in any sort of a, like, unbiased way. I can't do it. Because these are my friends, and I think Ludwig, I think he does have a degree in journalism, right? So maybe I could say you respect it. You literally only do drama. Yeah, but I don't do it about people that I'm, like, really close friends with, right? Like, that's the difference. Like, I do it with people that I'm maybe, like, associates with, and maybe I know them, and I'm friendly with them. Well, that's, like, an exception, right? That's an exception. But, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, everyone's thinking the same thing. He closed down his Mogul Mail channel because he didn't want to insult Hassan Piker. He was too busy supporting terrorists, and he just couldn't go ahead with that. So I wanted to do a deep dive on the current situation because currently there is something insanely wild going on with Ludwig. His people are finally recognizing he's a fucking spineless shill, and I personally am literally all here for it. This is a glorious day to be me specifically. All the Nux adversaries keep falling. Now I don't consider Ludwig a Nux adversary. I actually don't hate Ludwig. I really don't. I don't hate him at all. I think he's a pussy. I really do. I think he's a pussy who is allergic to accountability and has the worst friend group of all time, and he literally just stays with this friend group because the friend group is famous. He is a completely spineless person with no morals or ethics that's really good at making YouTube content. And realistically, I don't think that's ever going to change. So, yeah, anyway, lock in, boys and girl. We're going to look at a bumpy ride.
Massive day for the unemployed. The streamer got too drunk and started to dry hump the hose and straight up scaring them, and then he got kicked off of his gaming team.
Bro, he got kicked off of his gaming team too! Oh my god, bro. That's crazy. Ludwig is a whore. Honestly, Ludwig is kind of a whore. He's kind of a whore. He's willing to sell out to the highest bidder. What can I say?
See, we're not drunk, guys. Yeah, we're not drunk. But Mango, on the other hand,
you know, if Mizkif was there, he would have covered it up.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Streamer in question earlier is actually...
Yeah, do you get the joke? Because that's another one of their fucking streamer friends that allegedly covered up rape.
Mango, and I guess he's a Super Smash Bros. Melee pro.
Which, honestly, you know, I could just say it right here. All right, at least he's sexually harassing adults. All right, listen, as far as Smash players go, he could have been doing this to children. This is a W. All right, this is a W for the Smash community. At least he's sexually harassing adults.
However, I'm not seeing any bros here, so I don't think he got the memo. And to make matters worse, this was a Ludwig event. Ain't no party like a Ludwig party.
Dude, Ludwig, man. It's all for the content. He doesn't care how many lives he tramples. It's crazy. And I think it's so important to recognize how fucking fake this whole community is. You have to realize how fake these assholes are. And these are the people that literally have a vice grip on, you know, every child's life.
You know, honest mistake from Mango. He probably thought it was sponsored by fans.
So I feel really bad about that. And, you know, I reached out to anyone who I felt might have felt uncomfortable and talked to them.
I felt uncomfortable. Okay, you're not reaching out to me, bro. Come on, dog. I felt uncomfortable.
But also, and I already told Mango this, I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moves events.
Yeah, so Ludwig's idea of accountability and responsibility is literally just putting all the blame on the guy and saying, fuck you, bro, and throwing him out. I'm just saying, listen, I do think Mango fucked up for sure. I don't think it's an excuse. Obviously, alcoholism is a terrible addiction that a lot of people have, and it's a tragedy. However, you do have self-control. God gave you free will for that moment where you don't put the alcohol in your body, all right? That's the easiest way to phrase it. However, it is obviously a horrible, horrible addiction. Your actions are your own, though. You got drunk. It is your fault for doing this. You definitely deserve blame. But so does Ludwig. Ludwig brought an alcoholic to a party and made him get drunk as fuck. I'm sorry, man. I am sorry. That shit's unacceptable. Unacceptable!
Cause like you're 33, dude. You saw the towers falling.
Oh my God, bro's pushing 50.
Gotta learn to control your liquor.
You know, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like the whole point of an event is like it's a fun thing to do. Have a good ass time.
You know, I'd argue he was having a good time. I don't know.
I mean,
about them though.
Not the point.
If somebody appearing jeopardizes somebody else having a good time, that just can't be a thing.
Okay, dude, that has got to be the most insane bullshit take I've ever heard. This is like literal. God, dude, I feel like his mind was doing Pilates. The reason why this wasn't a good thing is because one of the people that was there was jeopardizing the good time of other people. The net good time in the room has decreased. Dog, this is some jellyfish shit. What are you even talking about? Bro can't even say, you know, giving alcoholics alcohol is bad. Or, you know, sexually harassing women is bad. He can't even go that route because he supports Hassan Piker, the actual woman sexual harasser juggernaut, in my opinion. A dog. Like, this is crazy. This is insane. Hassan supports every regime around the world that has sex slaves. Like, I'm not even exaggerating here. It's crazy. Hassan supports the Yemenis Houthis 10 toes down. Bro, did you know that there are 4 million children married to pedophiles in Yemen right now? And Hassan 10 toes down supports those guys? Well, so obviously saying a controversial stance like harassing women bad, that's too far. We can't make stances like that. Of course, obviously, all of his favorite terrorists are rapists. God, it's insane. Bro, you know the meme, average happiness meme? This is literally Ludwig. All right, listen to his take one more time.
Jeopardizes
of them though.
And if somebody appearing jeopardizes somebody else having a good time, that just can't be a thing.
Dog, he's a living embodiment of this meme. My bike got stolen recently. I was pretty bummed out about it. But I think whoever stole it was probably more happy to get it than I'm sad to lose it. So the total happiness in the world increased. So whatever. This is literally the shit that we're dealing with here. Bro, he's the living embodiment of that fucking bullshit meme. Oh my God.
He wouldn't do the same about Hassan though.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He has so much clout to suckle off of Hassan's teats, bro.
Thought that was funny, but nevertheless, the org took initiative.
Do you know what that smells like?
And kicked Mango off. Yeah, they released him from Cloud9 for a zero tolerance regarding inappropriate conduct. Part of the reason why Mango did what he did is because no one checks him and they laugh and call him the GOAT.
True.
I'm glad Ludwig stepped up and made the right decision. Apologies are good, but he needs a suspension. A lot of people resonated with this one. Also, that tweet's implying that Mango's out here getting away with Diddy level activity because he's a Smash Bros champion or something.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he was just doing Mango things. Am I right, guys? He was just doing Mango things. By the way, this is the community that canceled Call Me Carson a couple of years ago. You probably don't remember this story. This is ancient history. Because Call Me Carson was 19 when he dated a 17-year-old. And this whole community came together to cancel that guy. Because he was 19 dating a 17-year-old. Bro, these people are such bitches.
Something like that. Like, I feel like that's a bit far-fetched, but, you know, whatever. Gamoli, we got an article. Mango taking a step back from streaming and social media after Cloud9 drop and stream controversy. I ain't reading all that, so I got the AI to put it in Super Smash Bros. Terms. Mango pulled up to Ludwig's Mario Kart Invitational, got 0 to death by a 12-pack, and started throwing out unsolicited taunt cancels, including a cursed down B pelvic thrust.
No!
After a decade on the same crew, Cloud9 hit him with the hardest red card DQ in Melee history, saying we don't care if you're top tier, that's a bad chief. Mango DI'd straight into rehab, flashing off social media and promising a future patch when he spawns back sober. For now, the Falco main's benched, SDing from greatness straight from the blast. You know, and to make matters worse, this wasn't even a one-off incident. You know, I did my due diligence and I found more clips, so...
This is the proper use of AI for sure.
Gonna give me a full shot?
Is it like good, like we have something or no?
Bro, dude was doing it to everybody! Oh my lord!
No, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
Come on there, Mango. It
Mango.
takes two to tango.
Dude, and everyone was seeing this. Everyone was seeing this, man. He was doing it many times. How do you not actually decide to bench this guy? This is crazy.
Oh,
Mango, what are you doing? Dude, Mango is a shit.
You have any Jaeger bomb, right?
You've got to be fucking with me. She's saying that Mango's fucked up and he's like, you got any Jaeger bomb?
No.
What's my birthday?
April.
No, you gotta have a Jaeger.
What is he doing?
He's just humping.
He's just humping Toad. Dog, these are sick people, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I had a friend that was like this at a party, I would immediately leave the party and take him with me. I can't even fathom just letting him do his shit. Like, this is insane. Like, this is a whole group of spineless twats. For real, for real. Like, actual man children.
Jaeger bomb?
You know, Gyps Crusader here doesn't care. He's just like, Jaeger bomb? anybody Jaeger bomb?
Bro, Mango, give Mango water. Motherfucker.
I gave it to the beer.
Dude, it's Ludwig's freak off. You gotta save it for the after party,
True.
I've seen Mango 10 times.
10 times drunk. That's basically telling him to drink more, man. Oh my lord.
Times worse than that, dude. What goes on in these Ludwig events once the cameras are off? By golly.
3, 2, 1, go!
Anyway, Mango himself made a response, and I'll read out some of this to you.
Oh my god, that's a long response.
I want to start by being real about what happened. I made multiple people feel uncomfortable while drunk at Mario Kart. There's no excuse. It was messed up. It hurt people and I crossed a line. I take full responsibility for it. I've already reached out to the people involved to try to make things right. I also let down my family and close friends. I want to apologize to my son. I know this is...
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not over exaggerating when I say this, but Ludwig, obviously not on purpose, but he ruined this guy's life. He ruined this guy's life. This is crazy.
Something he'll have to carry. And Joseph, if you ever see this, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, dude. He's to apologize to his son, to his wife. Oh my lord. But for content? Bro! Dude, Ludwig gets shittiest friend in the universe award.
Sorry. I'm gonna be better for the both of us. This is like 10-year-old footage, but I didn't know this guy had a kid. I mean, I could crack jokes about the situation, but I genuinely hope this dude does find the help he needs because, you know, alcohol is pretty serious. While this girl laughed it off, the other girls were uncomfortable, and, you know, that doesn't excuse his behavior. He's in the wrong here. When I talked to my mom about everything, I said I was glad my
you gotta be kidding me!
grandma wasn't around to see this.
Bro, stop, please, no. Dude, these people need to know when it's enough. They keep typing. Oh my lord. How do you act like this if you have a wife and a son? Dude, because these are LA degenerate man children. For real, for real.
She passed away recently and I hadn't said anything.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me, man. Dude, oh lord. Look, I think Ludwig absolutely deserves to take the L here. But dog, Mango, fuck, man. Dude, you should have had the self-control of not going to this party. Especially if you have a wife and a kid. You should not be going to these parties, man. You should not be drinking. You should cold turkey that shit.
Publicly. But saying that out loud to my mom just broke me. I started crying, and I don't think I've done that with her since I was a kid.
Bro, why are you doing this? This is not doing... Oh my god. This does not make it better, bro. Stop.
What hit me hardest was realizing I never took my grandma out to see the Pope like
There's no way this is real. Okay, hold up. There's no way this is a real fucking tweet, right?
Always said I would. I kept putting it off to drink or go to events, and now I can't. That sucks. That regret is going to stay with me. With my first read, I thought he meant—
You've got to be fucking kidding. There is no way he actually made this whole tweet, right? Right? Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy moly, bro. Put the Bible in the drafts. Keep the Bible in the drafts, bro. Oh my lord. These people have to stop doing this, man. These people have to stop doing this. Oh my lord. I was reminded of my grandmother dying. Oh, very cool.
Meant that he was sad he couldn't go to events, but then I connected the dots, and you know, unfortunately for him, I'm putting on my empathy hat. All in all, decent apology. While he did have a lapse in his judgment, he wasn't arguing, and he just straight up took accountability. It's
honestly, he got the soul across. Dude, all he really needed to say, in my opinion, was I fucked up. I have alcohol problems. I should not have gone to this event. I should not have drank. I made people uncomfortable. I take full accountability for that. It's all my fault. I am incredibly shameful. I'll try to be better. That's all you need to say. You don't need to overshare, bro. Like, come on, dog. And then my grandmother, her breasts were empty. Do you know what that smells like, dog? Too much information. Okay, I'll be real. That's for one. And Ludwig, come on, bro.
Said he deserved anything happening to him. My next step is to focus on real recovery. I've already started researching rehab and will be checking into one when I find the right fit. It's just a sad situation seeing how somebody's life could be like destroyed by alcohol
and the people that gave it to him.
Honestly, if you're not doing it for yourself, do it for your kid, man. I hate waking up and seeing I was a drunk dumbass. Don't like using the drunk excuse because it's childish, but in the moment, I think everyone is as drunk as me, and that's usually not the case. I will privately apologize to anyone I made uncomfortable and hope I'm forgiven. Cloud9 dropping me. Probably getting banned from tourneys. Shit, man. But man, never thought I could hit this low. Probably won't hear from me for a while. I'm sorry, everyone. I wish I was better. I had it all and tossed it in the trash can. Hopefully when you put in the work and appeal, people don't treat you the same way you all treated Hacks. I wish the best for—
Pretty sure Hacks was a Smash player who got so much harassment on the internet he killed himself. Don't know if that's true, but that's what I remember.
You though, in the future, just focus on yourself and your family for a bit. As far as I'm aware, Hacks is a Smash player who took his own life because he got permanently banned from tournaments and shunned from the community. And then some dude just asks the AI to put it into Valorant terms.
Bro, we are so cooked as a species.
You can't even make it up. At least your boy stood on topic here with the Smash Bros terms, but I digress. White people when the mango ban hits. Wait.
Bro, what is this?
That's me. I'm white people. Bringing race into it for no reason. Shut up, nerd. Nobody cares. It ain't that deep. Besides, race jokes are funny if they're creative.
True.
Mango sexually harasses multiple women on stream, makes everyone extremely uncomfortable. Cloud9, we've decided to part ways with Mango due to this. Ludwig, I'm not inviting him to events anymore. Mango, I messed up and I will accept the consequences. Smash Twitter. I think you could have gone a little easier. This is an overreaction.
God damn.
Bro, nothing happened. IMO for 1. This isn't helping the cancel culture ideology, and 2, y'all shouldn't have kicked him over something like this. Far worse things could happen.
Yeah, I'll be real. I'm shocked that Cloud9, all the streamer orgs and everything banned this guy. It is definitely shocking. It really is. You know, not inviting him back to parties like this and social events, I completely concur with. But as far as like just being a Smash player, it is definitely wild how far they take. Like a little heat hits them and they immediately cave. No, but yeah, no one's got your back in this life. And definitely not your streamer buddies. All right, these people will literally eat your ass. They will eat your ass the first possible moment.
It's not like he was naked grabbing people.
Okay, dude,
What?
stop.
You guys bent the knee to Ludwig over something that was a slap on the wrist at best? Yikes. Some people were saying it was sexual assault, and I think that's a big stretch. I'm pretty sure nobody's pressing charges, and if they were, it'd probably be for sexual harassment, maybe?
Yeah.
Is that even a charge? I'm not a lawyer. How did you make this political, let alone involve trans people? This is insane.
Bro,
anyway,
what?
to make matters worse, man.
How does this become about trans people?
Make this if they were, it'd probably be for sexual harassment, maybe? Is that even a charge? I'm not a lawyer. How did you...
Wait, he cut that clip out. Did he get demonetized? I've heard from ironclad sources that Mango is a closet Republican and hates trans people. Holy shit, you didn't tell me he was based! Sorry, that was not the point. Yeah, no, what are we doing here, guys? What are we doing? This is pathetic.
How did you make this political, let alone involve trans people? This is insane. Anyway, to make matters worse, Mango lost an 11-year contract.
Oh my god, this guy needs major help. He doesn't need every single connection he has in the world to literally throw him to the flies. This is so painful. This is so painful, man. Like, dude made a terrible mistake. Absolutely. He did a terrible thing. He should absolutely be chastised. He should not be invited back to these parties. But his life is cooked, bro. His life is cooked. Oh my god.
After getting drunk in Mario Kart, let that sink in. The Nintendo Switch 2 is ruining lives. First, it took Indian Moist Critical, and now Mango. And as tragic as it is to get banned from Ludwig's Diddy parties and getting kicked off his org, some of the pro tournaments are also
Dude, this guy, like, this is definitely wild. Oh my lord, I didn't realize he got that fucking cooked.
barring Mango from...
Was he banned on Twitch? Someone in my chat just said he was banned on Twitch. Oh my god, he was banned on Twitch. You're right. Holy shit. Oh my god, he was banned on Twitch? What, they're removing his entire income and everything? Oh my lord. Let me see. I want to see the actual Twitch post. Bro. Twitch partner Mango is banned. Wow, dude. That is wild. Is it permanent? I don't know. Holy shit, they're full canceling this guy. Because Ludwig decided to, I don't know, man. This is crazy. Dude, Ludwig hosted this on Twitch, right? This is nutty.
From play. Alcohol literally destroyed this dude's life. Unlike Jabba the Pizza Hut, he's not gonna go homeless.
Bro, could have given us like a warning or something. Could have hit us with a fucking, 3, 2, 1, like a trigger warning.
He obviously has his stream and stuff, but damn, that sucks. ConnorEatsPants clarifies his positions on Mango. Wow, I really don't
I do not care
what this
I'm sorry.
has to say.
Base,
These people fell
don't
off
care.
big time when their audience graduated grade 4.
I don't understand. These people come to cancel everyone.
End the stream.
Yeah?
End it.
Sir, yes, sir.
Nice. So apparently Ludwig has been catching heat too. So it's not over. All right, so let's do the Ludwig drama because I'm more interested about that personally. I didn't realize it was that bad for him. Holy shit. I did not realize it was that bad for him. But anywho.
Massive day for the unemployed.
Yeah, Ludwig's in, I think he's in big trouble now, honestly. I think this might be the worst Ludwig L of his career. Because in the past, he would, constantly glaze Hassan in, like, his actual coverage. But here, his negligence actually had a real-world effect, right? In the past, okay, so he glazed Mr. Beast. Oh, what did Mr. Beast do? He just hired a pedophile. Whatever, we don't really care. We're Ludwig in the house. We don't care. Okay, so Mr. Beast put someone in solitary confinement with lights on for a month. Okay, whatever. It's Mr. Beast. We love Mr. Beast. So Hassan Piker supports terrorist organizations. It's Hassan Piker. He never did anything wrong. I'm Ludwig. I'm Italian Ludwig. Hassan Piker never did anything wrong. But dog, bro. Dude, this is crazy. This is wild. This is like actual negligence. And dude, like obviously the people that were sexually harassed, I'm not gonna say that it's like on you, bro. It's obviously not on you, but you did contribute to this system. You did contribute to this party. You did contribute to this environment. You pushed alcohol on an alcoholic. All right, that's one. And two, dog, bro, this dude's whole career is fucked. You ruined his life. Obviously, he ruined his life with his choices, but you helped him make the choices to ruin his life. This is crazy.
Ludwig is in hot water and his house of cards on Twitch is falling down. The dude is a rat that a pair.
Yeah, people are actually starting to, I think, recognize that being a snake that's only just following the content, following the clicks, following the clout, doing the politically correct things at all times, people are going to realize that that is a self-destructive lifestyle. I think Ludwig might be the worst friend on YouTube, and that's coming from a guy that's been backstabbed by like 8, 9 friends, okay? Listen, I had to pause to count. I was like 8, and I was like, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 friends. Oh, shit.
Parasite that people are seeing through that. A couple days ago, I made a video about a streamer who got too drunk at Ludwig's event and started being weird towards the girls. But little did we know, Ludwig was enabling his behavior.
Hey, everybody! Mango just blew a .32!
Oh my god, this is horrible!
I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moves events. Cause like,
it was all his fault.
It's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like
Ludwig when Mango's blood alcohol concentration is 0.32.
Let's shoot for 40!
Bro, that's a crazy clip! Oh.
Okay, dude.
Mango is like an alcoholic. Mango?
He said that in the stream? There is no way he said that in the stream. Oh my god. I was just saying it from a perspective you should do due diligence before you invite friends to drinking events. You should make sure they're not like alcoholics, because that's like basic due diligence. It's like inviting kids to a birthday party and making sure that no one's allergic to peanuts before serving them peanuts. It's like shit like that. But this is crazy. You mean they all knew? Bro, actual scum. Actual scum. I'm like in shock. I have never seen a worse friend than this.
Drink 30 beers and act the same he does off no beer.
Bro says Mango is an alcoholic and proceeds to invite him to his drinking event. Oh, and by the way, retards on Reddit, I'm not defending Mango either. It's almost like two things can be true at once.
True. I know I'm obviously gonna get people saying that I'm on one side over the other side. I think giving an alcoholic alcohol and contributing to him ruining his life is a bad thing, and also sexually harassing women is also a bad thing. I am very much on the side of two bad things are possible. Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
Sometimes my genius it's almost frightening.
He's a machine of a man.
He said he had 7 beers already today.
If you ask him how many beers he's had lifetime, it's probably above 10,000. He's the...
Wait, she literally asked him, wait, isn't this event enabling him? No.
He's a two-time champion. He's never lost.
She literally just asked, wait.
Enabling him?
Was this event enabling him? Bro, stop. Oh my god. He grifted too close to the sun, man.
He's the two-time...
Just ignored her.
Champion. He's never lost.
We got a new PB! Guys, Mango just blew a .25!
A new PB. How drunk they're getting him. This is horrible. This is some demon shit, man. Oh my lord.
Bro is trashed. A .25 is not a joke.
Dude, I don't know how. Literally the worst friend of all. You ruined his life. Okay, let me just put this clear. He absolutely fucked up. He has free will. He has the right to choose whether he wants to drink or not, whether he wants to go to these parties or not, whether whatever he does or not. He has free will, okay? I firmly believe that. However, you ruined his life. You ruined his life. He was banned on Twitch. He was removed from his content creator org. He could have died from alcohol poisoning with the amount he actually had. And his public life was ruined. His social life was ruined. His child is going to be humiliated in school for this. You know that? Yikes, dude.
He weighs between like 160 and 180 pounds. He's had about like 11 or 12 drinks at this point.
Mango just blew a .2. That is my goat.
Hey, everybody!
That is my goat. That is my goat. This is literally man-children enabling somebody to ruin their life. This is fucking horrible.
Mango just blew a .32!
Dude, and everyone cheers. Nah, this is some scummy shit. Dude, it's such a crazy party because like you get all the biggest LA grifters together to literally just sit there like a hive mind. It's an actual hive mind.
To be clear, that is dangerous. That's not good.
Oh, it's a good thing we have this guy to say that's dangerous. It's not good.
That's dangerous. Let's up those numbers!
Dude, I knew it was bad. I didn't think it was that bad. Oh my god. Dude, I'm telling you, man, until now, I think Ludwig was able to get away with it. It's like, okay, he did bad coverage of drama stories. But this is when the grifting actually meets real life.
You know, in the moment, he's encouraging it, having a vibe. But then when reality sets in, he's like, by golly, a drunk guy did something stupid. I gotta distance myself.
Now, I see a lot of dialogue on, like, broader implications. I'm only worried about my team,
self.
Yeah, that's some narcissism shit, for real. He was just trying to get content. You know, he was trying to get this guy to drink more for content. That's literally what he wanted. Yep, that's what he wanted. That guy could have died. All right, if you'd have upped those numbers too high, that dude would be dead. All right, and it was all for a drop of cloud. It was all for a drop of cloud, a little bit of content. This is some snake shit, for real. And this guy has 7 million subscribers on YouTube. All right, he is widely considered a very nice guy, a very nice dude, just a wonderful fellow. God damn! Your life is a sacrifice Ludwig is willing to make. All right, that's taking it to an extreme. Yeah, I don't know. I actually personally think that, well, he got content. We're talking about him. So, you know.
Oh my shit. Everybody, get your second race ready to go.
Sorry. I thought you were Mango. I got confused.
Get off me. Oh my god. He trusts so nicely.
Yeah, the exhale there is right, dickweed. When you see your friend there in that situation, you should...
Yeah, you get them the fuck out of there. Friend, bro. I gotta explain this to you on MS Paint, all right? So, I gotta explain this to you. So this is a friend, and this is a Ludwig friend, all right? That's all I wanted to say, all right? There are two types of friends in this world, okay? There are friends, and then there are friends. All right, listen, I'm just here for the hardcore analysis. Absolutely.
should probably help him and, you know, get him out of there. Even Mango's wife saw this and responded to the situation. Let's check this out. But since I'm not bound by Kyo as a civilian, at Ludwig, I watched you on stream asking for Mango to take shots.
it's
Of course,
awful,
little
man.
teeny bopper viewer ass wants to pretend that never happened. People were vomiting at your event and you never once decided to pull Ludwig. All my homies hate Ludwig. I hope you enjoy your grace for banning Mango while encouraging him to get wasted. You, Lud. Word for word. I need to do a shot. Where's Mango? And then people wonder, why do people hate Ludwig? He's such a good guy.
Yep, too good of a guy. Because it's all about the content. It's all about the grift. It's all about the friends. It's all about the circles. It's all about the clout. It's all about the movement. It's the celebrity lifestyle. This is some Diddy shit. All right. Again, I don't think Ludwig is out here sex trafficking people and shit. But I do think that the goody two shoes, fake ass bitch mentality is immoral, destructive mindset, and we just proved that. All right, we just proved that. Ludwig contributed to this guy ruining his life. He ruined his life. He ruined his life. Banned from Twitch, banned from his organization, banned from future Smash Bros events or whatever. His child is going to be made fun of in school. His wife was humiliated. He ruined this guy's life. He ruined his life. I don't know why we're not taking this more seriously. This is some snake shit. And he could have killed him.
The #2 political streamer himself even called him a golden retriever.
Oh my god, I love that clip.
People hate Ludwig, dude. Think about that. This man is a fucking golden retriever. He is mathematically crafting takes that are the most kind, empathetic, and inoffensive you can possibly be.
Funnily enough, Hassan Adolf Diddy Bin Laden Piker here
Bro, I love that everyone started using my nickname for this motherfucker.
described why people hate Ludwig.
Golden retriever.
Yeah, he literally is a dog, old yeller, and your time has come. It's time for you to wrap it up. No party like a Luddy party.
I don't think Ludwig deserves haters either, but he still gets them.
Yeah, I wonder why he deserves haters. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, there is something despicable about this enabling shit. This entire fucking fake ass community of losers and woke bitches. These guys gotta get cooked at some point.
I'd argue Ludwig doesn't deserve fans for his inauthenticity, but I'm not gonna lie, his main channel videos are good. Like, objectively, they are good. Like, I'm not baselessly gonna hate on him, you know,
Again, I am telling you, Ludwig is a good content creator, okay? But he is one of the fakest people of all time. He is Mr. Beast levels of fake. He is the classic toe the line and do the thing that'll get me the most updates on the internet. He mathematically crafts his opinions to always be correct, and he doesn't care who gets thrown under the bus for him to rise. Honestly, this is some Griffith shit. This is some Griffith shit. Bro will stand on the corpses of his fallen comrades to reach higher heights. This is some fake bitch mentality.
He has his moments. You know, that chess boxing stuff sponsored by Fadsley, that's tough. May Allah strike.
Dude, do you see how insane it is, man? Like, again, he has no problem. All right, sponsored by Fansley. Right?
You know, that chess...
How many lives do you think were ruined by Fansley? All right, I don't want to go too far here. All right, obviously, you know, porn bad is not the biggest shocker of all time. But, like, dude, there is nowhere this guy won't go.
Boxing stuff sponsored by Fadsley, that's...
Fansley is, it's a horror website.
May Allah strike Ludwig.
All right, it's too far, bro. Too far.
Spending all night goading...
Dude, I'm just saying, Allah couldn't help Iran. I don't know, man.
The alcoholism of a friend you've known for 10 years, then publicly disowning them when it goes south is crazy work.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That's dangerous. Let's up those numbers!
TBF, Mango is an adult that's responsible for his own actions.
True, I actually agree with that. However, Ludwig is also an adult who egged him on, who gave an alcoholic alcohol, who brought him to this party, who convinced him to do worse. You people are such bitches.
Yeah, no Sherlock. Never said otherwise, but it's slimy to egg him on all night, be in the frame of all the clips, watch the harassment all night, not ask him to leave, but then publicly disown him the next day after the clips blow up, lol. You know, at the end of the day, even bouncers kick people out from nightclubs that are throwing up or being, you know, too belligerently drunk. So if you're hosting an event, I feel like you should, you know, be responsible. With friends like Ludwig, you don't even need enemies.
True. Friends, in quotes.
Guy's a massive POS who only cares about his image.
True. 100% correct. Absolutely. Like, this is unreal. I hate fake assholes. I really do. I hate the fakes. The fakes fucking suck. They infuriate me. They're so annoying. Again, I don't hate Ludwig, but I hate that fake mentality. I'd rather you just be an asshole to my face.
Now, if you're missing context from this situation, maybe you missed my last video or God forbid you have a job.
No!
Nevertheless, Mango actually lost his gaming organization and stopped being invited to pro tournaments, which is, you know, a pretty big hit to him.
His career! That's his career, bro!
Ludwig was quick to jump into the fray disavowing Mango, but as soon as everyone,
of course, obviously,
turns on him, he's radio silent, dropping merch and, you know, ignoring everyone.
That's what I showed you. Yep, absolutely. That's the Ludwig strategy. Because what's he gonna say? What's he gonna say?
Quick to address someone else's drama, but never your own. Spike would never.
Damn.
You know, that's literally death by 1,000 cuts. For a second, my love for Bleach almost distracted me from my hate for Ludwig. You know, even the virgins on Reddit were unhappy about this one. This was going generational on livestream fail. Ludwig ignores concerns he might be enabling Mango's alcoholism. Yeah, that's not a great look. Hindsight is 20/20, but knowing someone is an alcoholic and being asked directly if you think you're enabling them and hand-waving, it is not great. You can't expect him to be an expert at dealing with an addict, but encouraging someone that blew a 0.25 to see if they can go higher? Jesus.
This is the Reddit comments that literally have been sucking this man off for the last 5 years. You don't understand. You do not understand. This is the Reddit community that absolutely adores the fake LA assholes. They love these people.
You see, this is what's called a functioning alcoholic, and this is to go even further beyond. Cheering for a 0.32 blood alcohol is crazy work. Seriously, that's actually dangerous. And you know, when Reddit's the voice of reason, you know you're cooked. Despite pushing 40, Pokimane here was actually the voice of reason as well.
7 beers already today.
You know, her spidey senses are tingling. She's like, eee.
Okay, Mango is like an alcoholic.
Girls, fear not. Mango's an alcoholic. He can handle a couple of beers.
I feel like this is like literal reverse logic. Actual reverse logic, bro. Oh my lord. I cannot believe that Rachel Ziegler was the voice of reason this time.
So I feel really bad about that. And
who would have ever predicted if you give an alcoholic some liquor, something would happen?
No, he's an alcoholic, which means he could handle his alcohol better.
I am the liquor.
Julian.
I could have hired an Indian to edit this, but I did it myself, so
damn. That's crazy.
Subscribe. Also, is it just me, or I feel like there's a lot of liability recording these cringy streamer drinking parties? Like, when alcohol's involved, you never know what's gonna happen, so I think this is a rookie mistake in itself.
WestJet, Mango's like 40. He should be handling his own liquor.
Guys, Mango just blew a .25!
You know, at least Miskip wasn't there, because we all know he would have covered it up.
Oh, bro, too soon.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
If you're having him blow a breathalyzer and being like, oh my god, he's like triple the legal limit, you're part of the problem. Wouldn't you be like, hey, I'm Ludwig, I'm almost 30 years old. I probably know that this guy shouldn't be drinking so much.
Yo, I like this guy. He called out his age instantly.
Taking advantage of somebody with substance problems for entertainment.
The ultimate destruction. You just call out someone's age and say they're pushing 50, and that's it.
Purposes, and then when it goes wrong, you just blame them. He harasses these women all night, and they don't do. Why doesn't Ludwig stop this sooner?
No, it's because genuinely Ludwig thought nothing was wrong with it until
No, because it's content. He had his content blinders on. He doesn't care. Why didn't you stop him sooner? Hilarious.
He started getting backlash.
But also, like, from my perspective, and just to like give like what my perspective is, it's really difficult when there are a lot of people in a lot of different areas to keep eyes on everybody and see what they're doing.
This is such a fucking stupid, delusional whitewashing take. It is taking a situation and literally boiling it down to actually saying, well, we're all retarded. Well, in my defense, Your Honor, we were all retarded. No, it's irrelevant. There's something called accountability. What are you doing?
Wrong. I mean, that would make sense if Mango literally wasn't the center of attention during all of this.
It wouldn't even make sense if Mango wasn't the center of attention. It still wouldn't matter. It literally still would not matter.
Tectone with hair had a good take here.
Instead of Ludwig blaming all of this on Mango, I think he should stop doing events with alcohol. If you want to be a squeaky clean advertiser, brand-friendly content creator,
these guys have been friends for a while, and to me, Ludwig just feels like a piece.
Bro, 2020. Oh my lord.
Piece of shit. I think people would also respect Ludwig a lot more if instead of, you know, putting everything on Mango, he came out and acknowledged that he was enabling him in a way.
Why would he do that if people weren't canceling him? Okay, dude, this is Ludwig 101. You understand? He has literally fucked himself incredibly effectively. If you would have done that originally, it would have been the nice, normal human thing to do. But you're not going to get normal human thing reactions from Ludwig. Bro, Ludwig has, he has inserted his mathematically correct response video into ChatGPT 16 times before actually releasing it. He decided that the correct course of action was the deflect and dodge strategy, where you put all the blame on that one guy. Literally, that's what you got. So, this dude decided that that was the correct course of action. Absolutely. And now it's too late. Because now people are calling him out, so it'll just look like he's kind of just, you know, saying, oh, you caught, now I'm sorry that you caught me. I'm sorry I was caught.
Up those numbers!
He did. A lot of these streamers are genuinely stunted. If you see that their age is 33, in their head, they're actually 23 because, you know, outside of university or like whatever.
Bro, these are actual man children.
They actually haven't had much real world experience. They sort of live in their own bubble, and that bubble's about to pop. Even the 43-year-old Genshin Impact player chimed in.
I think
he's a virgin, by the way. I didn't know if you know that.
Ludwig is a liar. I think he's a snake, and I think he would throw anybody under the bus to avoid a hate threat of his own. Ludwig, when you invite your friend, a known alcoholic, you will know that his weaknesses, that his vices will be there, and you don't get him kind of drunk. You get him 4 times past the legal limit, double blackout drunk, near fatal levels of intoxication. You point the camera at him, you say, good job, do more.
Ludwig.
Yeah, I don't know, man. To be honest, you kind of lost me when he said black. But more, no, I was making fun because WestJet made a video about Tectone, and he called him a 37-year-old virgin gets banned on Twitch, which I think is very funny of a title because obviously he's a 43-year-old virgin.
My homies hate Ludwig. Unfortunately, we ran out of time for this video.
All right. Yeah, no, so realistically, I only have one thing that I have to say. And I think it's incredibly important. I would rather watch a YouTuber that was a real human being instead of a completely, utterly spineless bitch the entire time they are on camera. When I watch someone and I see that they are mathematically crafting their takes, you already know they're a fake asshole that's literally just there for the content. If I was there for the content, I would not be as based as I am. What can I say? If I was just making content for content's sake, you know I would be skirting the lines. I would be calling people by the correct pronouns and everything. I would be calling people they unless I was certain, all right? I would see a penis and be like, I'm still not sure. I still don't know what it is. I still don't know what I'm looking at here, guys. I would be doing that in all of my videos. Instead, I get canceled daily. I chose the cancel daily route instead of the literal be a fake bitch route. And honestly, you know what? It's gonna pay off because I never ruined the life of one of my friends, and Ludwig did. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed. I didn't really enjoy. Ludwig, I've known this was happening forever. You know why? Because you cannot be a actual money-hungry, greedy, fake asshole and not actually have consequences. I will be real. It's gonna get worse unless you fix yourself, man. I'm calling it right here at the very end. I'm calling it now. Ludwig, unless you fix yourself and you say that having a spine is worth it, even if you don't appeal to literally everybody, unless you find that, you will find yourself ruining something important to you. Unlike now, because apparently ruining the life of your 10-year-long friendship with Mango, apparently that is not very important to you. Much to the surprise of no one. Stay weird, fam. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.